Social media cooked my nervous system. Social media, at least for my experiences, has just made me super anxious. I remember one time I was on YouTube Shorts. I shouldn't have been, but I was scrolling, and then I kind of realized I was doom scrolling. Put the phone down and meditated. And I remember clearly that it was so hard to meditate. I closed my eyes. I was in a quiet space, and my mind was uncontrollable. Like it never was. I've never experienced. My heart was racing. My It was kind of hard to breathe properly, and that was right after YouTube Shorts, and that kind of opened my eyes to how much short form content kind of cooks your brain, your dopamine receptors, your nervous system, everything. Each short that you watch, each reel, or each time you scroll, your brain is working on overdrive. It is processing the message, the visuals, the little subtitles, the music. There is so much going on, and then you swipe again, and it does it all in a matter of 5 seconds, and then you swipe again, and then you swipe again, and then you swipe again, and you're just stimulating your brain so hard. You're like frying your brain so hard from doom scrolling, and it makes us, at least for me, it made me super anxious. I couldn't, it couldn't allow me to sit still. I couldn't, it's like my compass was all out of whack. It was spinning. Like I didn't know, my brain like didn't know where it was at kind of. And cooking your dopamine receptors affects so many different aspects of your life. That's probably why you have trouble focusing, trouble being disciplined, being present, overthinking is because your dopamine receptors are so fried that the only thing that can stimulate this happiness, good feeling is short form content. Something that is so extreme that our brains are not built for. Short form content has been around for what, like, I don't even know, like 10 years, 15, I don't know. But our brain has not had the time to adapt. Like this is foreign to our brains and how it functions and how all the generations before us lived their life. It is cooking you. It is cooking me. It is cooking my nervous system. And another thing I want to touch on is the overwhelming feeling that it gives me seeing everyone in the world, millions and millions of people, and from my device, I can see everyone's life. I can see the best parts of their life. I can see people, super creative people that are designing crazy things. I can see talented music artists. I can literally see any type of content I can see, which to me, it honestly kind of overwhelmed me seeing how many people were kind of putting forth action and then comparing it to me, and I wasn't putting no action. I was just consuming this content, and it would become a kind of a cycle of stressing that I'm not doing anything, but in my time of not doing anything, I'm watching other people do things, which kind of left me in a, like, I feel like my, just seeing everyone's life and what they're doing overwhelmed me to a point where when it was time for me to put forth and take action, like I just couldn't. Like it was so hard to, because of this overwhelming feeling I got. And then also just, I just think it's, after deleting social media, I think it's insane how we care so much about what other people are doing, like celebrities or even your favorite social media influencer. it's like, I don't even know. Like we are vicariously living life through these people on our phone. Like, do you know how dystopian, out of touch that is? That I don't even know. It's just insane how you can view so many things and see all these like all this nature and just everything that the earth has to offer from our phone. Like I don't think our brain is supposed to be processing that information. Like that is too easy. I feel like it lowers our brain capacity, if you know what I'm saying. That instead, if you wanted to boom go on this beautiful hike and see this beautiful view, you had to literally go there, walk, experience the nature, each footstep, everything to get to this view. And now you can just look it up from your phone. And I feel like it makes having that access kind of, I feel like, lowers our brain's urge and will to experience life. I think that's why people also say that life doesn't feel the same. It's because they're living on their phones. It's like, yo, go outside. Like, listen to the birds. Look at the trees. Look at the way the leaves flow. You know, so many people are just stuck on their phones. It is insane. Or I'm out in public, right? Let's say I'm at a restaurant and there was a whole party of people waiting and they're just on their phones. Like everyone is just face down, staring at a screen, not experiencing life. And this also, I'm flowing. This also gets me on another topic where people say that time is moving so fast, faster than usual. And I feel like it's because they're not present. When you doom scroll, I know everyone can relate to this. When you doom scroll, time flies by. 3 hours of doom scrolling does not feel the same as 3 hours of being outside in nature or doing something where there's no where your brain isn't super stimulated. It feels different. It literally warps time almost. So social media is cooking us. Social media is cooking us, and there's so many aspects. And then just back to the celebrity thing and vicariously living through people. It is like we are living our life. Our life is being lived by viewing other people living, and no one sees a problem with that. Like we care, oh, this person broke up in Hollywood. Oh, my favorite actor. It's like, bro, are we serious right now? I think society values. I feel like entertainment is society's top value. Distracting ourselves, looking forward to something externally, I feel like is the main purpose of the kind of mainstream society nowadays. I think we are all out of touch. It's like instead of looking forward to our lives and looking for just the little things to enjoy, like I said, the way the birds chirp, like really just sit down in a quiet area around the birds and the way the birds chirp, like everything about nature just kind of excites you once you just get rid of social media. It quiets your life down. 100% I guarantee it. It quiets your life down. And a lot I used to do is a lot of us make excuses on, oh, why you need, like, oh, why I have Instagram because motivational content. But it takes me 20 minutes of doom scrolling to get to one motivational reel. and I feel motivated, but I can't stick to it because the process of doing something every day and the process of putting in time and not seeing results does not stimulate my dopamine receptor, so I can't stay consistent. So I don't know, if you're just consuming on social media, I'm not telling you what to do, but for me, when I was just consuming and I deleted, my life got better. My life got a lot more quiet, a lot more peaceful. You need to detach from the fact that you don't need to know about what everyone's doing. You don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't add anything to your life. Hours of doom scrolling has led you to what? What have you gained from doom scrolling? Like, has it put money in your pockets just doom scrolling? Have you learned? Maybe you have learned. I do learn occasionally, a couple fun facts here and there, but it's just brain rot, you know? It really is brain rot. Go, like, touch grass. I need to touch grass more, but touch grass like that. Everyone says that as a joke, but we need to touch grass. Sometimes I wish I could throw my phone away. I mean, I could if I could if I wanted to, but I try my hardest, and it's addicting. It is. The way social media is designed and these apps are designed, our brains love it. Like, it is designed to get us hooked. So deleting social media is not easy. For me, I kind of struggled with it. I have Instagram, then delete it, and then I was like, oh, what is my favorite football team doing? And I download Instagram, and then I would go weeks watching and delete again. But I'm telling you, after I was doom scrolling and I went to meditate, and I just felt how overwhelmed and anxious I was, I just got rid of it. That was like the easiest thing to just depart from. And another thing, I almost forgot about this. Another thing is how, like, we see one reel or a couple comments out of the billions of people on social media, and we kind of apply that person's comment and put it onto other people. Like, let's, for example, like a negative comment. I read it and I'm like, yo, how do people think like this? Like, this is such a bad way of thinking. Like, these people are like low-key terrible people, the way they're commenting. And I go out into the real world and I kind of like subconsciously place that thinking onto other people, like, I assume. And it's like, yo, there are some bad people in the world. In real life, there is bad people, 100%. But in my experience, the people in real life are a lot more sane and level-headed than the people you see on social media. You go on any Instagram comment section, any YouTube comment section, and you'll see some crazy stuff. Because these people, there's no consequences. So I just think we're living in a crazy time. So crazy that this dystopian, non-natural way of living has now become the normal way to live. Like, if you're not on Instagram, what are you doing? If you didn't hear about the recent celebrity drama, what are you doing? If you don't know this latest meme, you live under a rock. I want to live under a rock. Everything above the rock, what is it gonna do for me? Nothing. But that's just my experience. I know it's not easy to get rid of. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just sharing my perspective. So yeah.